Okay. I hate beets. Like, I hate them. Or at least I used to hate them. I don't hate beets anymore. And it's kind of crazy how that all happened. Growing up, there were times that beets were made in a way that I could get them down, or I was surprised that maybe the dish didn't really taste like just beets. I mean, I've had people make me borscht, and people make other beet things, pickled beets, and I used to pretend like I could handle them pickled, but I would really just eat them, and just out of respect for whoever was providing them, and quite frankly hated them. And I could taste beets in anything. When I first had a smoothie with beet in it, even though people are like, I can't taste the beets, I could always taste the beets, like always. And I made a juice the other day. It called for beets, and I decided that I needed to keep trying them every opportunity I could, just about, where they wouldn't go to waste anyways. I wasn't gonna go buying like 20 beets for, whatever. Like, this just, anyways, I used to just make myself try them every so often. And I made a juice the other day, and I've made a juice similar to this before, and it tasted good. Like, for the first time in my life, I tasted what a beet is supposed to taste like, and it didn't taste disgusting. It didn't repulse me. It didn't taste like dirt. It tasted good. Well, maybe beets are supposed to taste like dirt. Maybe I'm just admitting that dirt tastes good to me now. I don't know. What I'm saying is, though, is that all of a sudden beets taste good. And what does that even mean? Like, how is that relevant? So it's like there are several other foods that this has happened with, where I hated it, and then all of a sudden I liked it. The texture of avocado I used to hate. I didn't like avocado unless it was like hiding in things, and it took me a long time to like it. And I'm Mexican, or half Mexican, so like avocado's a main staple, right? Like you have it with your Mexican food. And now I like it. So what I'm trying to say is as you change your lifestyle, there are things that maybe you hated as a kid, or you've hated growing up, or even you've hated as an adult, that as you introduce your palate to different textures and different tastes, keep trying the foods as you can that you hated, foods that repulsed you, foods that you couldn't get down. Unless you have an allergy, of course, it's totally different. But I really feel like going plant-based, I mean, I've been on this journey now for going on 5 years with nutrition, and getting better nutrition into us, and learning more about food and why we eat the foods we eat, what's the best food to eat, and all of that. And I spent the last 5 years trying things I'd never tried growing up. And all of a sudden, I like beets. I like them. I wouldn't say I love them. I wouldn't say I'd have them every day. Probably don't want to have them every single day, because then, you'll feel like you're bleeding from the inside out when you're really not. The beets just tinge everything red and pink. But anyways, TMI. Try it. Try foods that you don't like. Try foods that you haven't liked. Try them in different ways. Try them with different spices. Try making them up the way that you make up other things. Try them in a juice or a smoothie if it's a fruit or vegetable that you don't really like. I still can't handle papaya, but you know what? It's not as horrible to me as it once was either. Maybe we'll get there with papaya. Maybe I'll never like them. Okay, so I don't hate beets. Try something new, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.